Shalom. Once again, we back with another video. And first and foremost, we want to give all praise and infinite honors unto Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakakodash. Double honor to the elders, apostles, great millstone, and saints and blessings to the Akim, pushing this work in truth and sincerity. Once again, Shalom.
Shalom.
And this lesson right here is going to be on our great deliverance. And for the brothers that have an understanding on it, man, the Lord delivered us from this world. He gave us back in heritage. He gave us back law, statutes, and commandments. He gave us back a proper culture. He gave us back all the things that we long for, man. And hey, not only did he give us back those things, we're going to inherit so much more as time goes on, you know. But we can understand, you know, people look at our current state and they don't believe it. But, hey, that's not our problem, man. We're going to continue to do what it is that the Lord has given us to do. And we're going to basically hold fast until he come. Till he really shows how great our deliverance is. But for the most part, we're going to key on the fact that the Lord delivered us from this world, all the basic, all the bullshit, all the stupidity that it came with, man. And how certain Jakes felt it was necessary to go back to it, man. You know? So we just going to go ahead and get into these scriptures, and we're going to hope, Lord willing, man, it's edifying.
Hey, and the least, what we're doing right now by doing the work is the least we can do. Yeah. We can't comprehend the things that we're going to get for doing the work on this side. So there's no excuse for Jake to be getting weak on this side and looking back like Lot's wife into Babylon. And even Yahweh Shai said how blessed you were to see these things, because other people, the prophets in the past, the great kings of Israel, all look forward to the last seconds of these last days you're in right now. The end goal was always the kingdom of heaven. And for you to be in this blessed position, you should be going as hard as you possibly can to be the first fruits of it.
Absolutely.
If you don't mind,
okay.
I got Luke chapter 10. I'm going to start at 23. And this is Yahweh Shai talking to his disciples in the past on how blessed they were to see the first coming of the Messiah. But as it says in Romans 15, everything written aforetime was written for our learning. This is written for us now, who are about to witness the second coming and the kingdom of heaven, which will be eternal.
That's right.
And he turned him unto his disciples and said privately, Blessed are the eyes which see the things that ye see.
And if I could speak on that real fast, the Lord gave us that eye salve. So he has opened up our not only our eyes to what's going on, but our mind. He opened up our spirit to what's going on out here in this world. And why would you want to have that and go back to being blind? Go back to following the ways of Esau? Why would you want to? Why would you want to understand this? Why would you not want to continue to understand this book? But instead go back to saying, you know what? I don't believe in that book. That don't make no sense. If the Lord opened your eyes to something as beautiful as His Word, man, you want to continue in that, man.
Hey, especially the times we're living in right now, you're seeing all these major end times prophecies begin to come to their fulfillment. World War III on the horizon, the mandatory implementation of the mark of the beast, these race wars, pestilences, famines, etc., etc. And you want to bitch up and get weak right now? That just only goes to show how much worse your death is going to be when that judgment befalls you.
I got something for you too.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Oh, this is verse 24. For I tell you that many prophets and kings have desired to see those things which ye see and have not seen them, and to hear those things which ye hear and have not heard them.
That's right, man. So why would you want to go back to something when you had something, when you had the most greatest thing on planet Earth, man?
The only thing that ever mattered.
That's it. The Lord is going to allow you to be. You want to get high. You want to get high, or you want to be scared, or whatever your issue is, Jake. You want to deal with all those things here, when the Lord is going to make sure that you never have to deal with those insecurities, those anxieties, that depression, that sadness, feeling like you're not enough. You're not going to never have to feel that way in Yahweh Shai, man.
No inferiority complex,
none of that.
Anything like that. You finally are able to stand on your 2 feet again like a man.
That's right.
And have no doubts or as the brother was saying, any doubts or illusions about yourself being less than nothing, as this whole society has told you that you were, and as it continues to tell you that that's what you are. And if it would continue on and Yahushua didn't return to destroy it, it would continue to tell you that, and you would just get worse and worse and worse until you would be less than a nation. If this devil could, he would wipe off the entire nation of Israel. And that's the society you want to go back to, a society of death and destruction made with pitfalls to trap you up at every turn.
This is John 15. I got two. This is John 15:7. If ye abide in me, and my words abide in you, ye shall ask what ye will, and it shall be done unto you. And hold up. And remember that. The Lord said, if ye abide in me, and my word abide in you, ye shall ask what ye will. Let's go ahead and go to 2 Peter 2:9. The Lord knoweth how to deliver the godly out of temptation. Because we ask for that. Because the word abide in us. And we abide with the Lord, so therefore the word abide in us. So when we ask the Lord to deliver us from all the things that the brother was speaking on, from the pestilence, from the famine, from all the different things that is to come, the Lord hear us, man. It says, and to reserve the unjust, and to reserve the unjust until the day of judgment to be punished, man. Because, hey, a lot of you dudes, and it's so funny to me, because I know these niggas is going to do this. A lot of you dudes that left the truth or fell out of the truth, or the Lord didn't want to deal with you no more, you're going to be calling right back, man. And the Lord ain't going to, he already reserved you. He already put you in a position to be damned, man. Because you wanted to go back to rolling big blunts. You wanted to go back to being a player, going to clubs.
Being a D-boy.
Being a D-boy, not having faith, man. Being scared of a nigga, man.
Hey, we said, Lord, Lord, didn't we prophesy to you in that day? But in that day I shall say to you, I have not known you. Get thee beside me.
Yeah.
Could you reread that 2 Peter again real quick?
No problem. 2 Peter 2:9. The Lord knoweth how to deliver the godly out of temptation.
And hey, we're doing everything we need to do right now. Hey, we're fellowshipping with the brothers. Right. We're doing the work. Right. We're following these laws, statutes, and commandments to the best of our ability. So you should have in your spirit, you should have that faith and walk by faith on that narrow path to know that whatever comes our way during JTs, the Most High has your back.
That's right. Didn't the Lord have Daniel back when he went to the lion's den?
Hey, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego.
He had their back, man. The Lord never forsaken those who abode in him, man.
I got a precept to back up what you just said.
Let's get it.
This is Ecclesiasticus or Sirach chapter 2 verse 10. Mm-hmm. Look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded? Ooh. Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Ooh. Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him?
You will not be touched, man, if you abide in the Lord. Hey, just because you think you over the truth don't mean that the truth ain't going to continue to happen, man. It doesn't work like that, Jake. Time doesn't work on your side, man. Everything goes according to the will of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shah. So you think just because you can go and smoke
papyrus leaf blunts?
Yeah, just because you think you can smoke the quote-unquote stress away, you don't think the Lord still not going to destroy America? You don't think that there's still going to be civil unrest in America? You don't think that there's going to be famine? You don't think there's going to be a bloodshed all throughout this goddamn country? You got another thing coming, Jay.
I got a precept for you. Hey, you only played yourself the worst way anybody could play themselves, because you put your hand to the plow and actually put your face out there to do the work. So as it says in Luke chapter 12, I'm going to start at 43. Blessed is that servant whom his Lord, when he cometh, shall find doing.
That's right. Shall find doing, man. That's just like the one that hid his talent and couldn't find it. You know, you're supposed to be using your talents, man.
Utilizing and building it up.
That's right.
For that great day to show your works and your faith.
That's right.
As it says in 2nd Ezra 9, them that shall be saved by their faith and by their works.
That's right.
To see my kingdom, roughly paraphrasing, of a truth I say unto you, that he will make him ruler over all that he hath.
So let me get this straight. You don't want to be a ruler. You want to continue to be a servant, doing servant shit. Cause let's just be honest, Jake. What are you really doing? You stunting on niggas again?
On your own people?
Is that the plan? You showing niggas that you can do whatever you want, quote unquote, because you have boundaries, nigga. Don't get it twisted. You got boundaries, and Esau ain't letting you go past those boundaries. Just like the Lord ain't gonna let Esau go past his, he not gonna let you go past yours, man.
Hey, you're on a much shorter leash than Esau is right now.
That's a fact.
And not just a ruler over all that the master has, but hey, you're gonna be joint heirs with Yahushai, the son of the power that created everything.
So what you're saying is you don't want limitless powers. You want to be bound to the bullshit that you dealing with in this world. That's what you're saying. You don't want to be a ruler over many nations. You don't want to be the ruler over the man that's ruling over you.
The ruler over the entire planet.
Right.
Not just this planet, but what's to come that we can't even imagine that's coming towards those that love him.
So, you got more?
Oh, you can get yours up.
All right. This Galatians 5:1. It says, stand fast, therefore, in the liberty wherewith Hamashiach had made us free. So the Lord has made us free within the liberty that we have. And by liberty is for us to continue to move forward within this truth. That's what we should be doing, man. You know, that's what we're freely to do, to move forward, to constantly pursue. When you call a brother, you got to execute a conversation on which you progress on doing works in this truth, man. You know, it can't be about, yeah, man, what you want to do today? Oh, yeah, let's just go shoot some shit, get some hoes. No, that's not what the Lord gave you liberty for, man.
Let's go hide our talents together.
Right. No, man, we're supposed to be coming together so we can constantly toil in this truth. That's what it's about, man. The Lord ain't bring us together so we can just be homeboys. Yes, we find time to talk, chill, laugh, you know, feel good about things that we have common interest in. But for the most important part, we got to get that work done, man. It says, and be not entangled again with the yokes of bondage. We came from that. Why would you go back to it, man? If we came out of America dealing with all these different things that we had to overcome, feeling depressed, feeling major anxiety, not feeling wanted in this world, man. Why would you want to go back to that?
Hey, that's you committing spiritual adultery.
Yes, yeah.
Hey, that's you being with your husband, Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai, then getting weak and disrespecting the man that you committed yourself to go back to the world and fornicate with these other philosophies. And what does it say about adultery in the law? You should be put to death for it.
That's
the
right.
Same that's going to happen to you, you bug outs, you degenerates, you losers out there that took your hand off the plow and showed that you had little faith in the power, in your power, the one that looks at you in your nation as above anything else in existence.
That's right.
Which is why, as it says, continuing in Luke chapter 12, verse 45, but, and if that servant say in his heart, my Lord delayeth in his coming,
right,
and shall begin to beat the men servants and maidens, and to eat and to drink, and to be drunken, the Lord of that servant will come in a day when he looketh not for him, and at an hour when he is not aware, and will cut him in sunder, and will appoint him his portion with the unbelievers. And that servant which knew his Lord's will and prepared not himself, you either took your hand off the plow or you were being lukewarm in this truth. You were thinking that you had all the time in the world to get all your ducks in a row. Oh, I can build a settlement here. I can get a college degree. I can get the woman in the white picket fence. And then when I see all these calamities begin to happen, then I can drop everything and call on Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai. Lord, Lord, did we not prophesy in your name? Well, hey, that's not how this game's going to play.
Yeah, Jake always think that they can just kick it into action, man. No. It doesn't work like that. Don't you know the Lord's eyes are 10,000 times brighter than the sun? He's seen you bullshitting, man.
Hey, like our elder brother Yakina always says, hey, Jake's always late to his own funeral.
That's ass in the breed.
Verse 47, and that servant which knew his Lord's will and prepared not himself, neither did according to his will, shall be beaten with many stripes. But he that knew not and did commit things worthy of stripes shall be beaten with few stripes. That's those people that didn't put their hands to the plow. These people that just never even had a chance to be at that number. But how much more you that had a chance and actually put on a garment and went out there? You should be ashamed of yourself for being such a turncoat to go back to the degenerate man that the Most High created to be the oppressor over you.
That's right.
Shall be beaten with few stripes. For unto whomsoever much is given, of him shall be much required. And to whom men have committed much, of him they will ask the more.
That's right, man. Like the brother said, man, hey, you're gonna deal with a lot of hardship, man, not being in this truth. And ultimately, you're gonna deal with death by pain. You know? Whole time the brothers is holding it down in this truth, man. You know, I got this 1 Corinthians 15 and 58. It says, therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord. Always, man. So when we see you Jakes do things like that, man, that gives us a different type of edge, man. You know, that gives us that's a faith booster, man. Like, you know what? Lord, please don't take this truth away from me, man. Because it discuss that those type of actions really disgust of man and the Lord when we see him, man. You know, it says always abounding in the works of the Lord, for as much as ye know that your labor is not in vain in the Lord. So let me get this straight real fast, bro. Going back to the world, what benefit is that? How does that not correlate to a vainful thing?
It's the ultimate vanity.
That's what I'm saying. So us in this truth, knowing who we are, knowing who the other nations are, ultimately knowing who our power is, man, knowing who our Savior is and who He died for. Those things that's the ultimate substance, man. It releases you from all those things, knowing that, believing that you're black or African American. All that do is constantly put you in a prison-like mindset, man.
Hey, a dog eat dog. I'm on my own mindset.
That's right.
Because when we were in this world, we may have said, oh, we were Christians or believed in God or anything like that. But living in this world and seeing how this world operates, you had to get it how you live. You had to worry about so-called number one, yourself. And that meant cheating and screwing over anybody you could just to get over. Because that's what this society promotes unto your destruction.
Each and every week we go out there to the highways and byways. And we together. When we see those people walking by, you don't see black people just, hey, how you doing? What's your name? What's going? They just separate.
Edomites do that.
Yeah.
You'll be walking in public and the Edomite is like, oh, how you doing today?
Yeah.
Just because.
Right, but Jake ready to have a problem. Even the motherfucker they with, they probably have major issues with.
Hey, there are plenty of videos on WorldStar about two homeboys being together.
Yeah.
The one homeboy turns for a second while the other one sticks a gun behind his head and puts 3 in his head like a bowling ball.
Knock his damn head off, man. So therefore, man, our works in this truth, man, it isn't vain at all, man. It is the most substance we ever had in our lives, man. You know, sometimes it's so much to bear, but it's a beautiful thing, you know. But for you Jakes to go back to the world as if there's something credible about it, man, you have lost your damn mind, man. And the Lord is going to give you exactly what you deserve, because you're not going to be able to go to the Lord and ask Him for anything in that time, man. Got something, bro?
Did you have something?
Yeah, let me go. Got this Hebrews. Hebrews 10 and 35. Just making sure. start at? I'm gonna start at 34. Hebrews 10 and 34. It says, "For ye had compassion of me in my bonds, and took joyfully the spoiling of your goods, knowing in yourself that ye have in heaven a better and an enduring substance."
Hey, not storing up your riches on earth, which can be moth-eaten and rust. Anything you got on this side, you ain't taking it into the kingdom. Hey, we aren't even taking these bodies into the kingdom.
No.
So that's where you're going to keep your eye focused on vanity and something that just is nothing.
That's right.
Yeah, vanity.
Jake, you have found pride in a place that's finna be utterly destroyed, man. How do you have pride, or how do you claim something that ain't gonna even be here for long, man? Makes no sense.
That just goes to show you don't have faith and don't know what's in store for them that love him. Because, do you have some more on that?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you want to make a point?
I just had a kind of a long precept, but you got it.
It said, "Cast not away therefore your confidence, which had great recompense of reward," man. So your reward is great, but therefore you're going to cast this truth give us the ultimate confidence, man. While Jake is out here pulling shit out of their ass, trying to figure out what's going on in this world, man, we come bold as lions speaking this truth. Jake, even when it's my fault.
Oh, I'm just saying, Jake's still trying to come up with plans to build up a so-called black community.
Yeah.
And that's been going on since what, let's say Black Wall Street and Rosewood and all that. And look, it's only gotten worse and worse and even more degenerate. There's no black community. There's only used up single mothers raising monsters that are demons.
Faggots. Let's just say it how it is. Faggots, dykes, whores, degenerate niggas wanting to sell drugs all day. This is what the black niggas wanting to show you, big old sacks of fucking marijuana, as if that's gonna get you anywhere. It's all about money to Jake, man. People willing to sell out their own people for money. That's your confidence, money. And look where your confidence got you. Looking destitute, looking broke down, not knowing who the hell you are.
Hey, but look at the brotherhood.
Yeah.
Even though our apostle elders have been doing it longer than us.
Yeah.
Look what's happened in this about a little over about 13 years since the apostles went on to YouTube in 2007.
Yeah.
Look what you've seen. Brothers from all over the planet get together and actually build something together and still hold firm and strong with each other, more than what you Jakes had 70, 80, 90 years to do.
And I got a testimony. You know, I've been knowing this guy right here, this brother right here, for maybe what, 2-3 years?
Yeah, it's about 3 years.
It's been about 3 years, and we have never had a major argument about nothing. If me and this brother had a disagreement, it's all it was, a disagreement.
And we aren't plotting on killing each other or anything like that. No degenerate stuff like that.
None. Because we know who we abound in, man. The Lord make us look at each other as equals, man.
Hey, each other, Yahushua in us.
Yes.
Your brother is as Yahushua too. So with that mindset, you know not to screw over your brother.
Absolutely.
Love your brother by these laws, statutes, and commandments, which is the love of the Most High.
That's right, man. And we say that in confidence, man. Because our reward is going to be great. If the Lord see this man doing the work and I'm doing the work, He's going to reward us together, man. Just like He's going to reward all the 144,000, man.
Hey, Abarak Dazah, we endure
Lord,
and hold steadfast to this ship until the very end.
Hold up, I got you.
Oh, okay.
Look, for ye have need of patience, that after ye have done the will of Yahweh, ye might receive the promise, man.
Hey, that perfectly segues into this Matthew 19. I'm gonna start at 27. But hey, the apostles and prophets were asking in the past, what would we receive for being diligent in doing this work? And Peter asked Yahushua what would be the case, and Yahushua straight up told him.
Got a little bit more.
Oh, God.
You can go ahead and read that.
Oh, God. This is Matthew 19 and 27. Then answered Peter and said unto him, Behold, we have forsaken all and followed thee. And what did it say earlier? That you have not been concerned by your losses or losing goods on this side?
That's right.
Behold, we have forsaken all and followed thee. What shall we have therefore? And Yahushua said unto them, Verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, ye also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. That's talking about the 12 apostles, a part of that elect number. And underneath...
No, go ahead. I just got a point I want to make.
Khan. And underneath the 12 apostles, which are under that 144,000, is the rest of the 144,000. The hopeful elect, Abarak Desire, we're of that number, ruling the 12 tribes of Israel. And then under them, the rest of the righteous 1/3, and then the 2/3 underneath that.
And I got a question. What would you prefer? You prefer that, or you prefer the situation that happens in Daniel's coming back with everlasting shame and contempt, man? I prefer to have that any day. Any day.
Knowing that your testimony in the kingdom is going to be, this is such and such, who rolled blunts on this side instead of serving Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai. This is such and such, who was RuPaul in Babylon. And that's going to be an eternal testimony.
Yeah.
Everything written right now, as we speak, is going to be set in stone. It's not going to be like these books Esau writes now that's going to be completely burned up and not exist in the kingdom of heaven. Your works are going to follow you throughout eternity. So with this one and final chance you've got, you should be pushing as hard as you possibly can, giving it your all.
Yeah.
This is verse 29. Right. And everyone that hath forsaken houses, or brethren, or sisters, or father, or mother, or wife, or children, or lands, for my name's sake, shall receive 100-fold, and shall inherit everlasting life.
That's right, man.
But many that are first shall be last, and the last shall be first.
That's right. That's right. It says, go back to this.
I'm good.
You got a point?
Oh, no, I'm good.
Nah, but hey, that's self-explanatory. We can sit up here and tell you how we gonna receive everything, but you know that all. Hebrews 10 and 37. For yet a little while he shall. I'm gonna read that one more time. Hebrews 10 and 37. For yet a little while, and he that shall come will come and will not tarry. Now the just shall live by faith. But if any man draw back, my soul shall have no pleasure in him. But we are not of them who draw back unto perdition, but of them that believe of the living. But believe to the saving of the souls, man.
And what does that word perdition mean? Utter destruction. Them that draw back to the congregation of the dead. Yep. And then ultimately all these pestilences, famines, race wars, martial law, world wars that are coming, and the cherry on top, that nuclear destruction.
That's right. Jake gonna take that chip too. Jake wanna smoke. If Jake wanna smoke that bad, and they be like, man, look, we'll give you we'll give you some more weed.
We'll put 50,000 credits on your chip for the first time getting it.
That's right.
And then every month afterwards, as long as you keep that chip, hey, we're going to give you 2,000 credits.
Mm-hmm.
Jake, like you said, Jake only cares about getting that bag on this side.
That's right.
And hey, as Apostle Tahar says, a lot of you Jakes out there are in that fun boy spirit. You just look at these videos at entertainment. You really aren't taking in the words that the men of the Lord are saying to heart. That's why you're going to get caught out there in that day with your pants around your ankles.
That's right, man. That's right. You got some more? Okay. I got one more. There's Romans 6 and 14. It says, for sin shall not have dominion over you. And that's what you see out of these Jakes, man. They're allowing sin to have dominion over them, man. Instead of asking the Lord, pleading to the Lord to overcome it. It says, for ye are not under the law, but under grace. What then? Shall we sin because we are not under the law, but under grace? God forbid, man. The Lord ain't say just because we under grace, you can go back into the world and I'm going to just chill here for a second because I'm bored with the truth. Hey. Or I don't feel like doing that right now.
Hey, what is grace? It doesn't mean you're saved. Think about it with your landlord. Hey, I can't pay my rent at this time, so he gives you a grace period. But if you stay fucking off and not paying, what's going to happen? It's going to throw you out on your ass.
That's right.
It's the same thing with Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai.
That's right. It says, got a couple more verses. It says, know ye not that to whom ye yield yourselves servants to obey? His servants ye are to whom ye obey, whether of sin unto death or of obedience unto righteousness. But God be thanked that ye were the servants of sin, but ye have obeyed from the heart that form of doctrine which was delivered to you, man. So now we have what it is that we need in this word. So we don't get it twisted. We don't get it confused, man. We don't just do things just to do them now. We actually have a reason to do what it is that we do. We do this truth because we know this will get us delivered. We don't just run around here thinking that we can just do whatever the hell we want to do. Because we know that it ain't beneficial. It's not gonna get us nowhere, man. But let Jake tell it, hey, I'ma just go ahead and do this for right now. It says, being that made free from sin, ye became the servants of righteousness. It's the last verse. I speak after the manner of men, because of the infirmities of your flesh. For as ye have yielded your members servants to uncleanness, and to iniquity unto iniquity, even so now ye have yielded your members servants to righteousness unto holiness, man. So yeah, it was a point in time when we were lost into this sinful world, man.
The congregation of the dead.
Yeah. When we was bond, when we had those yokes of iron, which is a metaphor. What is a metaphor for mentally engulfed into this society?
Chains on your brains.
Chains on your brain. That's right, man. Constantly following Esau in his ways, man. Allowing him to move you however he want to move you, until we got this doctrine, and it was taught us the right way. Now that we're righteous unto holiness, man. Because now we come together and we congregate for what? The righteousness of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. Not to just get no damn money, not to get no hoes, not to get none of this bullshit. We come together and we congregate for the Lord, man. Just like that. Yeah. Hey, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying, brothers. And always remember, man, like, we have to always stay steadfast in this truth, man. Be immovable, man. You know? Because the Heavenly Father